Hello, PE 551 students. So today's Wednesday, and your personal responses should be up by tonight. And so let's talk a little bit about Common Core. You've read through your book, you've read through the resources that I provided you, you've gone through the PowerPoint that I made for you, and Common Core, it's important that everybody understands that, yes, it does not include physical education at this time. However, the four C's are extremely relevant to physical education because remember, physical education has a component of physical activity. So about 60% of a physical education class should be of actual physical activity. So actually having the kids moving or your athletes moving. But there's a whole other component of the why and the how. You're trying to create someone who's physically literate and physically active across the lifespan, not just the short amount of time that you have them. The best thing that you can do for your student is giving them the tools and the knowledge and the skills of how to be physically active. And so that's incorporating the four C's into physical education, which really we've already been doing. If you look at our PE standards, they're a beautiful thing, right? They already incorporate the four C's. So communication, critical thinking, collaboration, creativity. That's part of our PE standards. California has PE standards. Maryland has PE standards. Oregon uses the NASP, the National Physical Education Standards. But if we just focused on physical activity and said, hey, here, let's go out, let's go run the mile, that's just a small component. The students need to be front loaded with what's the benefits of cardiovascular activity, the benefits of cardiopulmonary activity, what's pacing, why should someone pace? What does the term pace even do? What's the difference between a sprint and a jog? What are the benefits of both? What could be sports specific benefits of sprinting versus jogging? Having them do a log where they are actually doing a baseline, kind of like you're doing in your case study, and really doing the critical thinking component of, okay, it's September. I'm running an 18-minute mile, and by June, I want to be running a 12-minute mile. Well, that's critical thinking. Then they're also going to have to do some more critical thinking and creativity of how they're going to be able to decrease that mile run time. So what are certain things that they can do to really increase their cardiopulmonary and their cardiorespiratory ability? And it's your job as a teacher or the coach to teach them that. Again, if we focus on just the physical activity part, they're never going to have the skills and the knowledge to know why and be able to carry that on throughout the lifespan. Communication. There's a big difference in going out and saying, okay, we're doing a soccer unit, and just having everybody go out and play soccer, which is great. That's the physical activity part. But the communication piece, to be a good team member and to be a good player, you have to be able to communicate effectively with your teammates. So doing a whole skill set on how to communicate correctly or effectively in a team setting. What's the difference between offense and defense? What are offensive strategies? What are defensive strategies? And coaches, we're already doing this, but you just may not even realize that you're doing it. When you have your team meetings, that's absolutely working on talking about the benefits of communication, communicating effectively with their teammates. Creativity, again, critical thinking, collaboration. Communication and collaboration absolutely go hand in hand, but collaborating means being able to work with one another without getting into a fight. Being able to win with dignity, being able to lose with dignity, which are all part of the California PE Model Content Standards, as well as Maryland, as well as the NASP standards. So again, it's very important that we are incorporating these four C's into our physical education lessons, as well as our practices for coaches, because we want to make sure that we have the best team possible that isn't just very, very highly skilled as far as the physical ability goes. We need the mental, we need the sportsmanship abilities, we need the whole package to come together to make sure we're creating physically literate individuals across the lifespan, as well as amazing sportsmanship and amazing team members in our sports so we can get to those championships, right? All right, thanks. Have a good week, everybody.